Today, we have tested over 126,000 individuals. In fact, 126,700 people have been tested in the state of California to date. That testing number may sound high to some. It is low to many others, and certainly to me. And let me just acknowledge on the outset that the testing space has been a challenging one for us, and I own that. And I have a responsibility as your governor to do better and to do more testing in the state of California. We've had fits and starts. You've heard me in the past talk about the need to get more RNA extraction kits, to get more reagents. We talked about the incremental work we did, our labs, to improve testing throughout the state. We did more with our commercial labs. We talked about some of the backlog with the commercial lab and the testing results. We actually peaked at about 59,500 individuals that were pending and waiting test results, many for as many as, well, 12 days. All of that frustrating you, certainly frustrating me. And as a consequence, in the last week or so, I brought together some consultants. We brought together some private sector expertise, and we formed a new work group. In the vernacular, well described by elected officials, a task force led by private and public sector leaders and led by folks that are on the front lines in terms of the data collection, the supply chain related to the issue of testing, folks not just focusing on diagnostics and the test itself, but on testing samples and people that were trying to figure out ways to get more swabs and to get more media for the swabs and the like. And so we are now in a position where I can confidently say it's a new day. And we are turning the page on our old approach to how we coordinate, how we collaborate, how we organize, and how we distribute information to you in the public around the issue of testing. I have two new co-chairs of that task force, Dr. Charity Dean and Paul Markovich, who's the CEO of Blue Shield. They have been convening experts at UCs, at Stanford, in the private sector, lab expertise, all in organizing a new mind frame to at least increase by fivefold the number of daily tests in the state of California over the course of the next few weeks. I want to be specific, but I want to also be broad in terms of our expectation, not numerical yet, because I want to make sure that this new promise, what we're promoting, can actually materialize. But as I said, I've been very proud of this state and its leadership and how we were first in the nation on the stay-at-home orders, how we were aggressive even before that by asking all of our seniors to stay at home first, how we've stepped up in terms of meeting the moment, in terms of PPE and doing more to be resourceful and maintain a resourceful mindset on ventilators, refurbishing ventilators, not finger pointing. But at the issue of testing, I own that, and you deserve more and better. And that's what I'm committed to advancing to you today. Let me be more specific about what we are promoting. We specifically have a new partnership with UC Davis and UC San Diego to create a minimum of 5 to 7 hubs where we have high throughput, where we will work with different vendors, not be prescriptive on the exact type of testing, but work with these hubs to significantly increase our testing capacity and our collaborative spirit within those hubs. They'll be geographically based all up and down the state of California. We're pleased to announce Stanford Medicine. They've done a remarkable job to become the first in the state of California now to have the serum test, the serology test. These are the blood-based tests that will be the first homegrown serum test in the state of California. And we now are in a position where we can announce more point-of-care tests. These are the tests where we can get results back in as early as 5 minutes, as long as just 15 minutes. Abbott Laboratories is now committed to 75 testing sites in the state of California, working with 13 of our hospital systems, and that's Sutter, Kaiser, others, that now will partner with Abbott on the point-of-care tests. So this will allow us, again, with the hubs, more throughput testing, much closer collaboration, more data collection in real time, not just positives, but negatives. The ability now with the serum test to focus on immunology, the issues related to the immune system, and looking at antibodies and proteins, moving beyond just the PCR tests, which many of you may be familiar with, which are just those swab tests that try to extract the viral RNA, thus the need for RNA extraction kits on the back end. I don't mean, again, to confuse people, except to say the approach is a comprehensive one, geographically considered, and much more organized in terms of not just the supply chain, but the data collection and then the information gathering that we can provide to you in real time in a much more robust way. We have just now 13,000 tests out of the 126,700, 13,000 are waiting for results. So we have substantially reduced that backlog. A lot of that had to do with the commercial labs stepping up, and we congratulate them for their good work. And also, as it relates to, again, the frustrating issue around data collection. We had one of our largest counties in the state that was providing that data, but not in the real time that you deserve. And so, again, I own that. You deserve better and more, and we are going to do just that as we try to meet this moment.